Hey guys, I'm Justin. Justin Makes Cocktails, and tonight I'm making a bit of a different drink. So I'm trying to have like a bit of a speakeasy vibe for this one. So the drink I'm going to be making is called a Rubicon, and the drink was actually, from what I could find, was invented at a bar in Seattle called Cannon. And I pulled it up, and the place is still around. I don't know how old the drink is, but I will say that the drink is still on their menu. So I assume one of their bartenders is the one that invented the drink. So I'm going to be using an ingredient that I just picked up today. It's called chartreuse. I got green chartreuse. There's a green and a yellow. It's a little pricey, but you don't really use much of it. But I'm going to have to figure out some other uses of it to justify my purchase. But it's one I've been wanting to buy for a while because it pops up in a lot of old-timey cocktails. So I've been wanting to get this. So a lot of information about chartreuse for you. So first of all, it was started to be made by monks in 1737 in France. And genuine chartreuse only comes from monks. And at any given time, only 2 to 3 monks have the actual recipe. And it's basically made by mixing 130 different herbs, plants, flowers, combined with distilled alcohol. And then it's steeped for 8 hours, and that's what produces the herbal flavor of it. It has when you smell it, I smelled it when I first got it and took a little swig just to kind of see. Reminded me a little bit of absinthe, but it has like a bit of a, almost like a green mint, licorice type taste to it. It's very interesting. You wouldn't want to use a lot. It's very strong. It's 110 proof. Some of the herbs that are in there, cinnamon, thyme, peppermint, lemon balm, there's a lot of different things in it. So it's got a very interesting flavor. You would not use this in a lot of cocktails, but a lot of the ones I saw mixed it with gin, which is what I'm going to be using tonight. Another thing about this is it ages in the bottle. So even after you've bought it, like it's continuing to age, which means, I can have this around for a little while and it's not going to hurt anything. Also, interestingly enough, there's a color called chartreuse, which was based on the drink and started in 1884. And the color is a little bit meaningful for me because when we got married, we had wedding colors were navy and chartreuse. So it's like the green color. We used it in our a little bit of our outfits. So it's kind of meaningful in that way too. So I thought it was really cool that I got it. So this drink is probably one of the coolest ones I've done. So we'll see what you think. So I'm going to start off with a rocks glass and a big stem of rosemary. I just bought like a pack of rosemary at the store. If you had fresh at home, that would be great. And you want to twist it into a bit of a wreath and place it at the bottom of the glass. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. And I'm going to take my green chartreuse. I'm going to take a 1/2 ounce of it and pour it in. Smells so good. Now I'm going to swirl it in the glass because I want to cover the rosemary for reasons. I'm going to get it nice and wet. All right, I think we're good there. And now I need a torch. So I'm actually going to, while I mix the rest of the ingredients in the shaker, I'm going to put this on fire. So I tested it earlier and there wasn't anything crazy, so I'm hoping it works out fine for the video. So, whoa. Be safe at home if you try this. I do have a torch, so I've not really used it that many times. I'm gonna let that flame. I'm gonna move it to the side here so it's not totally distracting. While that's burning, in a shaker with ice in it, I'm gonna add a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. It's not fresh, it's from a bottle. I'm gonna do a 1/2 ounce of maraschino liqueur. And just so you guys know, okay, so this smell that's happening is very distracting. It smells so good. It smells like Christmas trees. It reminds me of this Christmas tree house we used to go to every year where they had like 50 Christmas trees set up. They had candles burning. The house was hot because of all the lights. It's a story for another day, but that's the vibe I get. It reminds me of being at my grandma's house when I was a kid, and you'd have the pine candles burning or whatever. It smells just like that. So definitely like a holiday theme for me. And then I'm going to put 2 shots of gin. And you want to use some good gin for this drink because it is a speakeasy drink. I don't know that it was ever drank in speakeasies, but that's the vibe I get from it. Okay, So you can see I got a good burn going there. And I'm going to shake my drink up really well. All right, so it's nice and cold. And I'm actually going to pour this in a way that's going to extinguish the flame. And just so you know, when I grab the glass to move it over here, it is warm to the touch. And it's a little smoky in here, but it's so interesting. It's got like a nice yellow-green color to it. Get all of that juice out, liquid out. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill the glass up with shaved ice, crushed ice. Kind of solidified a little bit. You wanna get it nice and full. The glass is warm, so you wanna cool it off. Just such an interesting drink. When I first saw it in my recipe book, I got it from this is my favorite recipe book. I mean, it's like a basic one, but it has so many good drinks, like old-timey drinks with bourbon and gin and stuff, so I really like it. But anyways, it doesn't say anything about stirring. I mean, I guess if you really wanted the drink to chill, you could stir it up, but I think it's fine just as is, since it's already been shaken up. So I am going to give it a try here. A couple things. It immediately makes me think of a speakeasy. I don't know if you've ever been to a speakeasy. There's not a lot of legitimate ones, you know. We actually have to have a passcode. But the first one I ever went to was in San Diego. Really cool to get into. But anyways, it just has that taste to it of like weird liquors that you don't buy anywhere. But now I have some stuff that you pretty much only find in places like that. Obviously, you can get green chartreuse elsewhere, but it's in a lot of these random cocktails that people throw together at those places. The drink has a really good flavor to it, and like the fact that we burnt the rosemary is really good. It just adds a lot of character to it. And like I said, the glass is still pretty warm, so when I put my lips on it, it was still warm, which is weird. I don't know. I have to say this is one of my favorite drinks I've made just because it's fun, it's interesting. I didn't burn the house down. I've been waiting on this one for a while because I've been wanting to do, I thought it'd be fun to do the flames in the video. So anyways, this is probably not a drink you're just going to make at home, but if you ever see it on a menu somewhere, or if you're in Seattle, try to order the drink, or if you're ever over here, I'll make one for you. So happy weekend. Thanks for watching.